Hi, my name is Jarko and today I will be talking about the giant river otter. So, let me tell you a little bit about them. So, the giant river otters are only in the rivers and creeks. They only live in rivers and creeks, but they can also go to land. The rivers and creeks that the giant river otter lives on are from the Amazon, Orinoco, and La Plata River. Uh, the way the giant river otters swim is by propelling their bodies with their strong tails and flexing their body muscles. The giant river otters, um, like their practically diet is like their main source is a fish, and they also have like many other animals that live in the river. The giant river otter they don't hunt by themselves; they hunt in group because they are very skillful and coordinated predators. Uh, so for them to succeed, they have to coordinate in a teamwork to catch their prey. Uh, for example, from their food, a normal amount that the giant river otters it is to 6 to 9 pounds. That for me is a good amount of money for a 6 feet animal, like a 6 feet long animal. Um, But they don't only eat fish, they also eat crustaceans, snakes, and other river creatures, also including like the caiman. And yes, as and crazy and south, yes, they do eat caimans because they're very, very strong animals. Uh, the young river otters only can give offspring in breeding seasons. So that's something about the reproduction system, like how they reproduct and everything. Um, so now I will tell you a little more about a little bit more about what I did from this research. So the giant river otters, like for example, now I will tell you what is the evolution. So so they have been scientifically there is scientific evidence that they have been living 23 million years, but in their evolution time, like they significantly evolved 7 million years ago. In process for them to survive, um, all this time, others have gone through many adaptations that for knowing is like that took this time for knowing how is the otter like today. Some of them are specific only to given species, while others occur regarding all others. They have 5 toes in each foot, so they can so that helps them to move around in land easily. Also, they carry the ability to move both on land and water that they don't used to. They just were aquatic animals. Uh, and then that's something I think I'm giving you a little bit of information about the history of the otter. Now I will tell you about the predictions I did from the otter. So these predictions is something that will happen in the future. So as you know, my prediction was that like this is something about aquatic adaptations, and I took it from National Geographic that is talking about the mammals, specifically the giant river otter. This is what National Geographic says. These huge these huge members of the whale family swim by propelling themselves with their powerful tails and flexing their long bodies. They also have water repellent water repellent for them to keep them dry, and nostrils their ears closing the water. Because the and now I'll tell you what for me it relates to this like my animal. Because the giant river otter use their bodies to swim by propelling themselves with their strong body. They use their big tails and flexible bodies. So now I'll tell you a prediction that maybe happen. It will happen like in the future. So in from what I know, um, if they have a bigger tail, they will swim faster and they'll have like a stronger body. Um, this will help them to escape from predators and like escape from threats easily and catch their prey faster. So now I'll tell you another prediction I have. So another prediction I have is that the giant river otter will have a bigger jaw. Why I'm telling you this? Because the giant river otters actually eat caimans. They also eat caimans. And if you can see here, this is a giant river otter. As you can see here, it's a beautiful animal. I think it's huge. It's like 6 feet long. And this is a caiman. It's like a smaller alligator. It's like a smaller crocodile. And it's a, if you can see, they have a huge jaw. So here, so as you can see here, the caimans they have a very big jaw that helps them like catch their prey and kill it very easily. And this is the giant river. So now I'll tell, and this is the giant river jaw. You can see it's smaller, but they even have a lot of force. So my prediction was that in the future, see, there's two skulls. The jaw, that is this one. So my prediction will have that they will have a bigger jaw, like something bigger, so it will be easier to them. This is a caiman jaw, and this is, so it will be easier to them to kill their prey when they catch them. And this is a giant river otter skull, and obviously their jaw is here. No, well, it's not. I'm sorry. It's not obvious, but can you see there is a jaw here? So the difference is big, because these animals that catch very, very strong predators like a caiman. That is one of the top in the food chain. You can see that the difference between them is very big. Yeah. And as you can see, the teeth they have are very, like, you can see, the teeth they have is huge, and the teeth they have here is more and a small teeth. They only have two main teeth that helps them to kill their prey. That I researched about them, and they're the two teeth that we have here, and that makes them easier to catch their prey. So I think, yeah, I tell you today I give you a step for knowing more about the giant river otter, and maybe in the future you can research more. But I wanted to tell you also before I end the video that some biotic and abiotic factors about the giant river otter. So the abiotic and biotic factors of the river have a very diverse habitat. We can tell that they have a very diverse habitat by knowing that they mostly live in rivers near the forests, obviously Amazon. It consists of various abiotic and biotic factors. Biotic factors consist of living organisms in the ecosystem, such as factors including grass, fish, birds, and frogs, etc. Abiotic factors are non-living organisms in life in the ecosystem, such as include water, soil, rocks, and etc. So now I told you the last one, that is biotic and abiotic. I think you may have that sense that you know more about this amazing animal, because I really love this animal. I think it's amazing. And thank you very much for watching this video and research about the giant river otter. It's very interesting animal.